different.
The give as they work on that clock. Got the first down and more.
First down, TCU.
Black 14. Set.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Takes a handoff. It's Barber. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, TCU.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
Black 29 Bongo. Set.
To the air. It's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The Golden Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rush is on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tape.
Back onto the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with the ball.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have happened in college football. Maybe they put the ball on the ground. They don't execute the center quarterback exchange.
Got the first down and more. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. He's at the 10. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. So TCU's offense will get the football first. The Horned Frogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll test the right side. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. So Ole Miss offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Give to the running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 45. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. All by himself down the middle. It's a seam wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game. If they...
Oh, he's got some space. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Makes him talk to the hand. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. First and 10 from their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Spins away from the defense. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. All out of space. The tag. And that's one of the challenges the option prevents. They stretch you from sideline to sideline.
There's a lot of different ways, Reese, this running back is going to get involved in this game. Yeah, we're going to see him run between the tackles, but they've got a lot of creative ways they can get him out on the perimeter to try to use his speed, and the option play is one of them.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A Not such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for once.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses, but man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He lets it fly. Makes a grab for a big play. Finds some room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second.
The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that.
Turns it on down the left side. They're finally able to haul him down at midfield.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. Didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Anderson. At the 35, he's open. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter play. TCU 28, Ole Miss 0.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. RPO complete to open the drive. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's O'Neal. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Bringing the heat. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense.
What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 25. Turning it on. The 10. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup.
Listen, anybody can run the option, and it looks great. Multiple options, going to be very hard to defend. The quarterback has to make great decisions. Nice read, nice job running the football, chewing up some yards and making a big play.
And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. Trying to barge in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
This defense is played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number 1 was stopping that great running back. Not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying.
kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll lose yardage on that return. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. The Horned Frogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. This offense starts deep in a hole. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Tosses it incomplete. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. The give to the back. They tried it again and got the same result. They'll get nothing and like it. Now they're looking at a 3rd down. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He's going to run it. And they get a stop. Shove him out of bounds short, and they'll take over on downs. So Ohio's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Ohio! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Ohio 7, TCU 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. This is just poor game management. You can't take 2 straight delay of game penalties.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Slides away. And they can't make the connection on third down.
This is a disappointing drive football in those types of situations.
They punt it away on fourth down. All the way back to the 15. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From his end zone, he'll go up top. A little screen to the running back. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice.
He's loose. Wide open spaces. He's at the 20. Touchdown, TCU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Setting up the screen. Lots of running room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Here's the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page, coming up with the big one.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
It's so important when a safety drops that he takes the right angles. You see those receivers flying across his face. He's got to go meet the ball and the receiver a lot of times at the same time. Great break. Great job getting to the football. And
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Under fire. Looking left. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I mean, how long do you want your secondary to hold up? I know it's a night game, but they just held up all night on that play. Unbelievable job sticking with the wide receivers, taking away the downfield pass. All that time and nobody comes open? That says something about your defense.
The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going to the run to start this second half. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a little space. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Makes a connection. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Sanders.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a design run. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's long. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. And the 15 he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Pulls it in, the first down and more. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Across the 45. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Horned Frog. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
They'll line up to go for 2. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll give it to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
The number 1 goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had 0 impact in this game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Knight. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. The give to the back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On the run, still looking. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, TCU! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Here's the return from inside his... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's taking the deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They've got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. He'll toss it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Wide out trying to get it in. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. His drive will open from the 15. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. They want to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Frog. Fired in from the red zone for the score. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do.
this game. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. The Horned Frogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The inside handoff. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keeps it on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the ground game. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going. And that last completion, that was big.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The short hands, it's Anderson. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Bears the pressure. Sets up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And as we get deep in this 1st half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give is to Taylor. Makes a man miss. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Bring him down for the sack.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking to throw, it's Weber. Avoids pressure. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Back and pass on 2nd down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree. So it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Looking downfield, it's Weber. Gets it out fast. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Now on second down. Taylor has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. It's a seam wide open.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Underwood. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Rock! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Sticks it in his belly. Running to Green. Sweet cut there. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
On first down from their own 22. They're going to ride this running back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Scanning the field, it's Weber. Right on the money.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
This offense has been anemic all game. They've got nothing from the passing game. And that last play there, the interception late here, that basically tells you the story of how this thing has gone. You cannot say enough about how well this defense has played. They have completely shut them out.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll try the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll take it himself. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Barker. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And this defense defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Horned Frogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Underwood. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That's pretty to me.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he is tackled inside his own 5, tried to go backwards and committed the cardinal sin on the return. The Horned Frogs offense will take the field first. Frogs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You've got to be physical. You've got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Makes the catch. It's Burnett. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it get the ball for the first time. And the Rockets couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. Third and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. To the air. It's Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. At the 20, he's got space. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Running back gets to give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's White. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pulls it in, it's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Horned Frogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback keeper. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. Bounced off his feet.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, TCU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Now that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quick release on the RPO.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Power football with the run. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Set to get this second half underway. On on the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got his man quickly. And he'll be brought down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm. Take your steps and get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Runs through a tackle. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down. The Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After back-to-back misfires, they're hoping this time's the charm on 3rd and goal. Got his man. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
Here's the heat. Escapes trouble. Looking for the score. Go to the end zone, picked off.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. 3rd and long, and the defense dialed up. Heat, and more heat.
And I love that. I love being aggressive on 3rd and long. I want the ball out of the quarterback's hands. I want to find a way to play man coverage on the outside. I want to make it very uncomfortable for you. I don't want to give you time, and the defense did just that.
On his way from around the 50. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play.
TCU 7, Toledo 3.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He'll keep it himself. They stop him in the end zone. Not only a safety, but they take the lead. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And this defense makes a big game-changing play late in the football game. You know what? Forget leaving it to your offense. Forget that. I'm going to take matters into my own hand. They get in the backfield. They force the safety. They take the lead. And now their offense has got the football in the fourth quarter in a great situation.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful.
Oh, out of space. Turning it on. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is up and good, and it's a 9-point lead. 2 possessions here late in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and they keep the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Rockets are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Rockets with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He's looking to throw. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense find the end zone? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. He's running free down the middle. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm saying
will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Looking everywhere for yardage and ended up throwing it in reverse. So TCU's offense will get first crack at it today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Smith. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Horned Frogs are on the move. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
And the Horned Frogs have it with back to throw. It's Underwood. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Anderson. And the Horned Frogs brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Burnett. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, TCU!
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking pool.
I think the big question then is how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches to try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. But, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. to the tight end. Oh, what a move. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Underwood. They've got the screen set up. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's White. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Anderson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here, executing at a high level.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Pressure coming.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet. There he goes to the left. He's at the 40. He's loose. The 10. Touchdown, TCU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost the fire on second down.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. Breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. Got a man, it's White.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Nice move to keep running. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Brings it down on the right side. Off to the races. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! This game must be moving moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Run the gun. The running back has it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They want that clock to run. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Wide open downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. Wide open spaces. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big...
It's a running room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll go right back to the run. very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Start this drive at their own 48. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's the handoff. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
And the Red Raiders will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's White. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
And the Horned Frogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed by